Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are we all here? Are we ready to rock and roll? Hi, Belgium. TFI is going to be trending. Bitch, please. Bitch, please.
I'm already the trend.
Echo. Oh, joking, man. Joking. Hang on then. Is that better? Is that better? Has Echo gone? Confirm Echo gone. Has my Echo gone? Yes. Yes. Get in. Get in. We're good to go. We are good to go. I don't know what that was all about. Welcome. Welcome. So, different backdrop today. We're in a superior hotel within the budget, cheap end of the spectrum, with a better internet connection actually than the last one. I've done a test on. I've figured out how to do this. Apparently, my streaming software does allow me to do like a bandwidth test, and apparently we're good. So I've lowered the stream down to 30 frames per second. My webcam a little bit blurry. Let's just do some focus adjusting, because this webcam struggles to webcam. It does struggle to webcam a little bit. So allow me to try and change the webcam, which is giving me jip. That'll have to do. I'm not going to stay maximised for long. We're going to get into some CAD. Hello, man. Where's the headquarters? I am 300 miles away from headquarters. I'm on a hotel. Another room. No echo. No echoes. Good. Gains, man. Gains. Darkness is your ally. I'm never going to do that again. Is that WoW music? It is. It's the Wrath of the Lich King soundtrack, mate. Because it's 8 hours. It's 8 hours of copyright-free, non-intrusive, calming and relaxing, occasionally energetic and inspirational, motivational background music, which ain't going to get me into trouble from Mr. Copyright at YouTube. And it's a good 8 hours and 52 minutes of music. So yes, I like to use a little bit of WoW music in the background. Keeps me sane. It's a nice familiar soundtrack. 60 peeps, man. And how yous doing, man? How yous doing? See, I wouldn't get 60 over on Twitch. Just saying. It's not happened yet. So, yes, I've dropped the stream down to 30 frames per second because hotel. I'm thinking 30 frames per second. The maths might not stack up like this, but 30 frames per second might be half the bandwidth. Half as many frames getting chucked over hotel internet. ¿Qué pasa, Mexico? Arriba, Andre. I just don't know. Hello, everyone. Hello. Right, let's jump into it, shall we? Let's jump into it. Boom. There's my graphics card right. There's my 3D mouse working. There's going to be a lot of feedback on the mic because the mic ain't on my shock mount with the arm and the pop filter. None of that. It's just on a desk, and that desk happens to be the same desk where the key is. Laptop is. So it's going to be thump. There'll be click. There'll be some feedback going through the mic. Ain't not a damn thing I can do about that, I'm afraid. But we've got the Christmas cracker tape measure, so we're good to go. Webcam's kind of hanging off the edge of the laptop screen. It's a mobile powerhouse, man. It's a mobile powerhouse. Ari Pablo, nice accent. My accent never changes, mate. It's the same one every single time. British Columbia checking in. You've made something for me. How can I send it to you? It's a file. Can I use the email address which you have in your YouTube for business? Yes, you can. Yes. Providing the file's not too big and it's emailable. Can do. Hey man, I tell you what, I saw someone do something pretty awesome. I shall bring it up. I shall go to the Twitter sphere and show you. I can't remember the guy's name. He might be here. How do I find it? It'll be notifications, won't it? I rarely frequent the Twitter. Tomo Velsker. Oh, he's done another render. Tell you what, like, top job. Top job, Tomo, mate. Look at that. Look at that. That's inspired from the live streams. He went and did his own 3D mouse. And that's a... Oh, hang on a minute. Someone else has done one. Language, mate. This is a fucking family-friendly stream. Fuck NCO. He's done one as well. I tell you what, mate, they're good. They are good models. And I prefer the bodies of your 3D mice to mine. Where's mine? Where's the one I did? Which you may remember that I did on the early streams and then kind of finished it off stream because you lot are too distracted and I couldn't get shit done. Where is it? Where's mine? What's Robocop got to do with anything? Why is Robocop there? Where's my 3D mouse? God damn it. I uploaded a render of it. Hang on a minute. Where are we? We're back in December here. I didn't do it anywhere near December. Where's my 3D mouse? Oh, come on. Oh, it'll be in media, won't it? Have I got a bit where I can do... How do I find where my media is? Oh, Twitter, man. Come on, do us a favour. Is it in here? Nope, that's the graphics card. I finally finished it. Oh, maybe that's the one there. How do I click that? Oh, there you are, Sir Mid. There you are, mate. I know you're here. Hello. Bit of publicity there for you. Where's my Space Mouse image? I hate it when you want to find something and you know it's there. You know it's there. I mean, it might be that one. There it is. There's mine. So I'm quite happy with my render. My render went down quite well. I've got the image on, got the LED, got the buttons, got the wireless thing at the top, but the body, I don't know if it's because I've got a bit too much perspective on it, but the body's a little bit too bulbous at the bottom. But you lot, I tell you what, you lot did a splendid job. Look at that. Well happy. I mean, I like the LEDs in there. That's a good touch. That is a good touch. That reflection there is a little bit too in your face. That's a bit too distracting. Before doing the... Is that even ray traced? It's hard to even tell if that's ray traced. If it is, it's been piped through the ray tracing for quite some time because there's not much noise there. But that's a good render. But yeah, I would have maybe adjusted the camera a little bit to get rid of that reflection because that's quite distracting. But okay, top model there, mate. Top model. And this one here. Flip NCO. That's a good picture. Can I mark... Ooh, hello. That's nice. What did you say? I couldn't find the logos. All you do is you go to Google Images and you just type in 3D Connection logo PNG. And then you'll find the logo with the... When you get a PNG with transparency, you get like the squares in the background. And then you just decal it onto the side. But that's a good model, that like. That was a good model. For wireless at the top, I couldn't also find a wireless logo, which had the same font. So we just embossed a bit of text on the top. But yes, that was all good. Are you off, Sir? See you later, mate. Yes, mate, Spirit. Yes, I'll go and check that out when it comes through. Not a problem. Have I got a Facebook page? No, mate. No, I detest Facebook with every ounce of my being. At a cellular level, I despise Facebook. But the thing is, right, okay. Real talk here, real talk. If I make a Facebook page, something that's other than YouTube, right? Other than YouTube, I don't know if I've got the time to sort of just micromanage it and respond to it, because I'll have a kind of a mini obligation to keep it up and to dip into it, and I just don't. I probably dip into Facebook, even my own Facebook, like once every 2 weeks, and that's only when someone like literally gives us a kick in the arse and says, "Did you see that video I tagged you in?" No, I didn't see the fucking video that you tagged me in. I've turned Facebook notifications off intentionally. Egon, mate, how you doing? How's your 3D mouse going? Egon's here. Egon's the winner of the Space Mouse Pro competition that I've just run. Egon, congratulations again, mate. Weeksley, have I got a Patreon? Yes, mate, I have a Patreon. Link is in the description of the video. So just in case anyone isn't aware of it, there is a Patreon campaign, which I've had running actually since April last year. At Patreon, it's a completely optional, no pressure, totally up to you kind of deal where you can just give a monthly contribution if you want to, as small as you want. And the proceeds of that, when it gets enough, are going to go towards a 3D printer for the channel. So I can do some shit like this, all the modeling that I'm doing, and then we can do some 3D printing content on TFI. So that's what Patreon is going towards. That's the goal at the moment on Patreon. Not quite there yet. I just haven't publicised it very well. I haven't really shouted about it, so I don't think many people are that much aware of it. So, also, I want to say thanks, because after the last stream, 2 people donated, and it came through after the stream had ended. So I want to give a shout out. To where's the names? How do I find the goddamn donation names? Harry Parker, mate. Thank you very much. And shit, man, you've got a very foreign name. Kredgi. You're the first person ever to use the PayPal donation to TFI. So congratulations, mate. Thank you very much to use both. But those came through after the stream, so I couldn't kind of catch them. Holy shit, and he's done it again. Whoa, Kredki, you just donated again. Kredki has donated again. I don't know if it's popped up, because I'm experimenting with like these. So when people subscribe, when people donate and stuff, there's these add-ons and stuff that you can plug into like Twitch and YouTube, and it pops up a little animation. It says so and so has donated, so and so has subscribed. I've tried to use them, but I have no idea if they're going to work or not. But thanks, Kredki, mate. It works. So Egon saying these 3D mouse works fine. Did almost all my exams, all the modelling tasks with the mouse. Love it. Good, mate. 3D printing. Never looked into converting Inventor models to use it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's a lot of people out there with 3D printers. There's a lot of channels out there as well with 3D printers. The likes of Barnacles, for example, who's quite a big YouTuber. The big guy over in the States who does a lot of coding sort of stuff and generic stuff. And he's big into 3D printing, but he can't model. So there's a lot of people with 3D printers, and a lot of people with 3D printers that can't model. And I can obviously model. So if I had a 3D printer, that would be quite good to see. Get some 3D printing done. And my dad's here. Hi, Dad. You donated TLC to my cat. Thanks. You can donate it as well if you want. All donations gratefully received. You printed Inventor models. It's just as easy as exporting STLs. Yes, I've done a test print before at an office, but I haven't really had my own printer to just mess about with it. Right. So I need to check your email. I don't know what you've sent me, mate, but I'll have a look. A logo. Right, I'm not opening it now. I'll open it up after the stream, just in case it kind of bogs anything down and sort of detracts from what I'm supposed to be doing today. But I'll check that out after the stream or during a break. But yeah, there's going to be another competition soon. I need to get back in touch with the guy from Autodesk, actually. He's donated a 3D mouse, another 3D mouse to the channel. So there is another giveaway happening soon. I just need to figure out the logistics of it and how to do it properly. Yeah, my dad's here. I have to watch my language. So, right, what am I doing today? What we're doing today? Read. As long as the stream holds up, give us a shout if the stream does pack in. But, right, can you see my screen? Yes, you can. Okay. So we've got the graphics card. This is the latest stream project. This is the GeForce GTX 970 graphics card. And the 3D mouse is not switched on. It does help if it is. Read. There we are. Right, so that's the current progress of the graphics card. So we've got the heat plate at the top done. We've got the 2 PCI Express ports done on the right hand side. We've got the graphics chip in the middle, all done. We've got the front plate. This is a no compromise, full detailed model that we're doing here. And we're just doing it for shits and gigs. There's no other reason why we're doing it. It's just for something to do. But once the model's finished, it's going to be quite a good model to have just for visualization purposes, just for doing good renders. Maybe I could do some training on it. Actually, I could use it as a platform for doing training courses, because I know it'll be a pretty good solid model. So that's the progress of it so far, as well as I have the top heatsink kind of nearly finished, which is the heatsink fan. This was the hard part. This was really difficult to do, and I imagine this is going to kill my laptop. So this is the heatsink, which sits on the top. So there's the heat pipes. They're not completely finished, so I need to join up this heat pipe here to this one there, and I need to try and avoid that one because the heat pipe's got to kind of loop out of this section here and then join into there. So I need to figure out how to do that. And there's the fan mounts. They're done. So I need to do the fans, and then we've got the plastic shrouds, which is these two bits here. Those sit on top of the heat thing, the heatsink, and then the fans dip inside of them, and then it's done, I think. Yeah, other than the fans and those, and then a few wires, cables, it's nearly done. So it's looking pretty good. Hang on a minute, what, someone just me or the screen green? I think it's just you, mate. I think it's just you. I don't think I've dropped any frames from the broadcasting software. No drop frames. What you're saying, Egon, mate? Unfortunately, Inventor 2017 uses lots of resources. 8 gig RAM is not enough to run it smoothly. Loaded too much. When it works fine. When it loads, it works fine, but the load time is 5 to 6. 5 to 6 minutes? Yeah, that's not right. That's not right, mate. The 970's design is not an open source, no. Did you try to use the 3D export from a PCB design software? No, the PCB is just modeled. Because I've got the graphics card here. So that is the actual thing that's modeled there on screen, without the front plate on it. And the PCB itself, that you can see here, all this stuff here, that's just an image. So what I did is got my camera and then put that on a desk, so propped up perfectly flat, and then just took a picture as normal, as perpendicular on as I could, 4K picture, as clear as I could. Touched it up a little bit in Photoshop just to get rid of some of the noise, darken it a little bit, get the contrast up, and then just decaled it onto the board. So I sketched out the profile of the PCB board, and then that was using my Christmas cracker tape measure, which, if Daddy's still watching, this is what we got out of the crackers at Nan's house. So measured the board up, modeled that up, and then just put the picture of the PCB board straight onto the 3D model, and then scaled it up, and it kind of fit just about right. The mounting points for all the screw holes, they're going to be way off, but I'm not too arsed about that. Because when you take a picture of something perpendicular on, you've still got a bit of bowing in the picture from like the lens. There's still going to be a little bit of bend on the picture, so you can never get it absolutely perfect. But looking pretty good, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, actually. It's looking really good. I'm going to model as much detail as I can into it. Some of the things that I did get, and I didn't model myself, because why would you? Are things like the ports. So we've got the display port, which is this thing here. So even if you're a graphics card company, you don't model the display ports and the HDMI ports and the DVI ports, because it's a standard. You just buy them in and then solder them to the board. So I managed to get these off a supplier website. I ain't modeling that, like, it's not proprietary. It's just it's a standard port. So downloaded that, stitched it together, gave it a colour, and then dropped it on the board. Same with the HDMI port. I couldn't find a 3D model of these, the DVI ports, so I've had to model these up myself. So these are proper Inventor models, which it wasn't too difficult to model that up. You can see that's all feature based. That wasn't too hard. But everything else is modelled up by me. So that means the detail I'm going into on this model is insane. I mean, I'm even putting in the likes of the Dragon Army. This is a very, very minute emboss on the top of the metal bracket. So I've even put that in. Matched the font. The front bracket is even sheet metal. So that's been done using the proper sheet metal modules. These are all, you know, flanges and cuts and everything else, so we can flat pattern it out. So we can do create flat pattern, and then that'll give you a proper profile if anyone did want to ever make that. So that's all proper. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think that's about it. These ports, these are downloaded as well. It wasn't about model them. They're standard. I couldn't find a 3D model for that. That's modelled by me. Thermal pads at the bottom, they're modelled by me, as well as this thing at the top. These pins here, these standoffs, they're from the Inventor Content Center, which are close enough. They're close enough to what's actually on the actual board, so I'm happy with those. And the chip itself, I might put a little bit more once I've finished doing the bulk of the modelling, I might do a bit more detail, just like a bit of tuning to the likes of the chip. There's a bit more text in here on the real chip. And I know you're not going to see it. When the model's fully assembled, you're not going to see the chip and the heatsink and the PCB underneath the chip. But because it's a proper model, you know, you might want to section through it, you might want to hide parts and have a look inside it. So to have that detail inside it could make all the difference. So I'm going to do all that. So this is just the next stream project that we've got going. And I'll be doing this over the next, I don't know how long. I don't think I've got much left to do, really. The stuff that has got to be done next is really tricky. Like, these heat pipes are a pain in the arse, like a royal pain in the arse. Getting the path from point to point, they're different shapes. So here you've got like a slot kind of squished elliptical kind of shape heat pipe, and then it kind of lofts out into a circular heat pipe. So that's a bit tricky, but trying to get it as accurate as I can. So that bit there is, that's that bit there. So that's what it looks like in real life. And there's the fans. So there's the fan mounts at the top. I'm going to pigsy with this, right? There it is. So here, you can't see it on screen, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So the fans are going to be next. The fans sit on there. They're going to move. They're going to spin as they should do. So I think that's what we're going to do next. What are you saying? You go, mate. So there's days where you think you can use Inventor, then you watch my videos and I beat everyone in modelling.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Thank you, Leonardo de Rosa, who's subscribed. Thank you, mate. Well, it's just practice, mate. It is just practice. And once you get into it, you realise that most of the commands, you just kind of reuse them. You can do almost everything with a small subset of commands. Like the sheet metal stuff, you don't even need to use that for the majority of this stuff. Like these brackets here. So they're almost like cable ties. The cable that attaches the fan to the PCB is kind of hooked through these cable ties here. So I've done those using sheet metal, so they could be flattened out and, you know, unbent and bent as they would be when they're made. But you don't have to use the sheet metal commands to do that. You can just extrude them. But as long as you can get the dimensions, as long as you can get a tape measure or a set of calipers to the thing that you've got in front of you, it's not too difficult to model something up with just enough time. It takes a bit of practice, that's all. Thanks, Parker, mate. Yeah, it is looking pretty good. That's the whole idea of this, is to get it as detailed as possible and to get it as accurate as possible. So the first project was a 3D mouse, and that kind of went quite well. And then this one, I want a good assembly that I can use for the TFI videos. So when I'm doing tips and tricks, I can use my own assembly, knowing that it's decent assembly and it looks awesome, and it's not someone else's property, and I'm not going to get shit from it, which I've had before. What the hell am I making? Oh, are you talking to Kev? You're talking to someone else? I'm gonna have to see what Kev's saying. At some point, could you possibly cover simplified assemblies? I have some assemblies with 30,000 items. I've already done something on that. I think I've already done something on that. If you look at the video that I've done called levels of detail and view reps, that might cover it, but I don't think I've done a dedicated video on how to manage large assemblies. That's probably something that should be on the agenda though. But 30,000 assemblies, yeah, you're gonna have problems. 30,000 items in an assembly. What you'll have to do is you can't just shrink wrap the top level because Inventor will just collapse. You'll need to shrink wrap and simplify subsections of the assembly, so you have to take sub levels of it, and then maybe if you've got like a 1,000 part sub assembly and you're not using it or nothing's happening to that thing, what you would do is you would shrink wrap that into a substitute level of detail, so Inventor handles that as one part instead of 1,000 parts. But then as you shrink wrapping it, you lower the detail of it, so it's not, because if you shrink wrap 1,000 parts into one, you've still got 1,000 parts worth of data in one model, so you're not really helping anything. So the whole point is that you shrink wrap it down, but then you remove some of the detail that you don't need to see temporarily, because whilst you're modeling something and something is work in progress, you don't need to see the entirety of the detail. Like picture an oil rig, right? Just say for example you were doing an oil rig in Inventor, you'd be crazy, but people do it, and you're working at the very bottom of it, you're working on the legs. Do you really need the detail of the top level of the oil rig to be visible in Inventor whilst you're working on the legs? No. So you shrink wrap that down. You still need it there, just maybe for perspective, to know the scale perhaps, but you don't need all the detail to be there whilst you're working at the bottom. So you would create a level of detail, bubble the top bit down into a single part with less detail, and that's kind of how you do it. It's not perfect. There's a bit of they've got some improvements to do there, but they're getting there. Since what age did I start using CAD programs? 16. Inventor since I was 24. Since I was 24, so I've been on Inventor for about 12 years. About 12 years, I think. Actually, almost exactly 12 years. Calipers, question mark, question mark. Calipers are, it's those digital instruments that you use to take precise measurements. So I'll show you in case you're unfamiliar. And I don't know if you're saying calipers question mark because you don't know what they are, or whether you're just saying why the hell do I need them. I don't know, but sort of these things here. Those there. So you use the little pincers to place in between two parts or two edges, and it'll tell you exactly to a fraction of a millimeter what the exact dimension is, which is a hell of a lot more accurate than using a really cheap tape measure, which you can't even accurately find out where 0 is on the end of that. Nope, I haven't got any calipers yet, mate. Not yet. It's just on the to-do list. I'm quite alright with using the tape measure. It gives us an excuse that if the model doesn't quite work out and there's a bit of something doesn't quite line up, I can use the excuse, well, I was using a cheap tape measure. If I get calipers, that means I have to actually, I've got no excuse for not being accurate. You've been using Inventor since you were 14. That's good. Get in there early. Get in there early. So you need to send your designs to consultants for approval. The manufacturer drawings are smaller size, yeah. Well, the drawings can be just as big. If you're placing 30,000 parts onto a drawing, the drawing can quickly become unusable. But that's again what view reps are for. Assembly view reps. You create a saved view rep and then you place a view of that. So but drawings can be quite tricky as well with large assemblies. Calipers are very expensive though. Yeah, I don't need a good one. I don't need a good set of calipers. I just need something that's gonna measure something that you can pretty much put in the palm of your hands. I don't need to be accurate to a millionth of a millimeter. 10 quid, 20 quid, something like that. You can even get like a set. You can get a set of calipers. I might just do that. So I'm just looking at the chat. So how many people are in here now? Because I'm alternating at the moment between YouTube and Twitch, and so far YouTube is beating Twitch for the audience levels, like for the amount of people. So there's 72 people in here now. I've never had 72 people online with Twitch, so Twitch is I don't want to bin it though. I don't want to bin Twitch. Yeah, 70. Yeah. I've never had that on Twitch. But it's the weekend, so I don't know if more people are just available to watch at a weekend. I don't know if it's because of that. But YouTube's just more accessible for people. Problem with YouTube is, and someone mentioned this in the comments as the video was starting up, is that when you watch the video back on YouTube, you can't see the comments, you can't see the chat. Whereas with Twitch, if you watch the video back,
Shut up and take my
you
money.
get like a... It works. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. And I'm glad to see that my donation thing's working. That's a relief. I was not expecting that to work. Twitch is full of kids. Well, it is from the gaming side. The thing is with Twitch, when it started out, it was a gaming-only website. You could only broadcast on Twitch if you were doing gaming. In fact, they actually actively went through and tried to kick people off Twitch who weren't doing gaming. But then since Amazon have bought them, you can broadcast pretty much whatever you want. They've even got their own creative section. So there's a creative catalog or a library within Twitch, or a playlist, should we call it. And then you can put whatever you want there. You could be a dancer, you could be an artist, you can be a painter, whatever you want, and you can broadcast on Twitch now. So that side of it is going to be less full of kids in the usual, gamers than the professional creative side. You've got my Twitch channel as your homepage, and I can't do that with YouTube because it's a different URL every time, is it? That's a bummer. I don't know, mate. I don't know. One of them will stick. I'm still flip-flopping backwards and forwards between the two of them. One of them will stick eventually, but I just don't know which one. I haven't got a personal preference. Twitch is better for moderation. It's better for managing the chat interactions, and then the video playback is better. But YouTube's just, like I said, it's more accessible for people because it appears in your subs feed. Show some boot. Yeah, people do show. Yeah, Twitch just becomes in the gaming section. It just becomes filth in some places. They're trying to kick people off that are doing that, but yeah, the girl gamers. That's how they're trying to stand out. They'll just show ass. They'll do twerking and whatever else. Not mentioning any names, but that's what they do. Just to get an audience going. Right. Should we do some modelling? Should we try and do some modelling? I don't know how well this is going to go. The bit of shit. No, you knocked me coke over. So the next bit, well actually no, the last bit of heat pipe that I need to do is to join this section here with that section there, but I've made a gaff in that this section here is going to clash. So I need to try and figure out how to do that. I might just loft it between the two profiles there to there and then just do a subtract, cut it out. It doesn't need to be exactly the same as the real card. I'm just sit and look at this thing all day. It's a lovely looking bit of metal. I like it. It's going to look awesome when it ray traces. It's going to take ages to ray trace this though, because the amount of ambient shadows and edges and light calculations that have to happen in between all of these objects is ridiculous. Hello Ellis, how you doing? 75 people in at the moment. What and all. Aldi and Lidl do calipers for a tenner, do they? Have to dip in. They've just built an Aldi up the road from me actually. Is it an Aldi or a Lidl? I'll have to dip in and have a look. Is there a way to do heat flow or some simulation for the heatsink? Not in Inventor. Not an Inventor. You'd have to port it out to ANSYS or Nastran, something like that, or AN other simulation package. Inventor can't do that. And at the moment, the heat pipes, they're not really, they don't have pipe attributes. They're just solid bits of metal. So, I don't know. I've never used any kind of heat analysis software, so I don't even know how you would even begin to do that. I don't know. Read. So, alright, get me. The bloody microphone's in the way of the 3D mouse. So I need to get a path from here over to there. And it goes under. Well, I have royally hang on a minute, am I looking at the wrong side? No, I'm not. That is the right side. I know where I've gone wrong. I know where I've gone wrong. This section here was supposed to go horizontal and then down rather than just straight down. That's where it's gone fucked up. Bummer. Right, so where's the path for this? Freet. That's it there. So that's the path. If I just done a straight arc. Right, I'm gonna have to do that one again. I'm gonna have to do this pipe again. So that loft, if I delete this loft, is it gonna kick off and cry at me? No, nothing else vanished. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Why is that got a blanked end on it? Oh, okay. That one just needs the nib put on the end of it. That's fine. What do I use? What microphone do I use for the recordings? I'm using a Blue Yeti, silver one, not the Pro one, just a normal silver Blue Yeti. I'll just take it with us. I'll just unscrew it from the shock mount and bring it with us when I go traveling. Is it everyone who's good at Inventor have a beard? I think everyone at the moment's got a beard. It's just kind of one of those things. But yeah, the microphone's shit. It's on a desk. There's going to be vibrations going through it. So every time I press a key, you're gonna hear it feedback through the mic because it's on the desk. Know what I can do about that. I'm quite pleased this is actually working, given that I am in a hotel. Right. Right, I'm going into that one there, and I'm coming out of here. So I 3D sketch this. Let's try and do a 3D sketch. Right. Right, so we're going to start there. So we're going to come straight out. So that's going to be out on the Z. So I need the precise input. This is right. So I don't know. I don't even know what the distances are here. I'm just going to freestyle this for now. Let's say 30 mil. Oh, that's way too far out. 0, 0, 20. Right, let's do that for starters. And auto bend is on. Do I want auto bend on though? Do I want auto bend on? If I do, I need the bend to be bigger. I'll turn it off. Did any of the recent tech at CES look good for Inventor machines? Not really. There was nothing that I was looking at which kind of stood out. The Kaby Lake processors, which are starting to hit the shelves now. Apparently, you can get a bigger overclock on the Kaby Lakes, which is going to be good for Inventor. But that's fine if you're at home. Like someone like me who's just dicking about doing stuff at home. It's not really a machine that I use to, for actual real work. I would never run a max high overclock. Like when people overclock, they put a huge overclock on it and then it fails, and then they just dial it back, they dial it back, they dial it back until they get to a frequency on the overclock which is stable, but it tends to be a couple of clicks past the blue screen. I would never run a work machine like that, because as soon as you do something like you hit the ray tracing button or you run a simulation and all cores just go balls out, you're running the risk of instability. So having the Kaby Lake running at a bigger overclock it's kind of like, but they're still the best you can get. The i7 Kaby Lake 7700K is still the best processor you can get, really, at the moment for Inventor. Even better than the likes of the Extreme Editions, and even better than the Xeons as well. But the Xeons are more reliable, you could argue. Yeah, the AMD stuff's looking really good as well. But AMD, they are the kings of hype. They are the kings of hyping stuff up and then being a massive, monumental letdown. So I'm considering getting a new, when the AMD stuff, all the Ryzen stuff comes out, I'm considering getting a build on AMD. Just because a lot of people like who are in the budget end of the PC buying market, they tend to prefer the AMD stuff because it's just tends to be just by default cheaper than the Intel stuff and the Nvidia stuff. So if we can get a good AMD build going with like what's Ryzen supposed to have, 8 cores and 16 threads. But given that they're comparing it to the Broadwell E range stuff, I don't think Ryzen's going to be all that cheap. I'll have to see what else they've got in the range. God damn it. I'm going to get this down to there. Yeah, I know it's not hype, but the tends to, I mean, the stats look good. Yeah, right. 16 threads at 5 gigahertz looks good, but there's always, in the past, historically, there's always been a catch. Something with AMD. If it's not like thermals, or if it's power usage, or if it's, the platform doesn't support some kind of technology that everyone wants, there's always some kind of catch with the AMD stuff. I'm just like everyone else. I'm hoping that there's not this time round. I really am. But yeah, I know they've showed it. They've shown it, but they haven't mentioned anything about price yet either. So I don't know. Well, I've got every intention of building a Ryzen build if it comes out and it's something which is going to be decent for Inventor. And yeah, absolutely will do a Ryzen build. That needs to be a bit further than 20, 25. Right, I need to get this. This is the center line for the heat pipe, and that needs to get into there. So let's include the... Oh shit, the bed. The only advantage of Kaby Lake is watching Netflix in 4K because it has the DRM hardware built in. Yeah, that's the advantage of Kaby Lake over Skylake, yeah. And apparently, again, this is just from watching videos just like you have as well. Apparently it overclocks better than Skylake, but everything else is identical. It's just a very insignificant, minor platform evolution, shall we call it. Arc there to there. So Jonathan's saying you use stress analysis a lot. What hardware would you upgrade first for better performance on that? For stress analysis, CPU. They say that stress analysis is multi-core dependent, but I did a video, it's about a year ago now, where I used the Intel the Pentium anniversary chip, the G3258, which it's just 2 cores, no hyperthreading. So it's just a 2-core chip, and I clocked it at 4.1, and I ran a 7-minute FEA mesh on it. So I meshed this quite large assembly. Oh shit, I don't want to go on the Y. Oh bollocks. So yeah, I meshed a quite large assembly with the anniversary chip, which is 2 cores, and it did it in about the same time as a 6-core Xeon. So they say that FEA is quite heavily CPU dependent, but sometimes the results just don't seem to tally up with that. Fuck. God damn it. Try with an intersection curve. Intersection curve doesn't work here. To get an intersection curve between there and there, you need a face to intersect. So let's do it as a spline. Just come out, down, down, and down. See what I can do with this. Oh, you motherfucker. The hell? Where's curvature? Curvature's just turned on. Get off. Ah, having an absolute brain fart with this. I don't know how many curves are turning on. Oh, display curvature, there it is. Fucking, I'm sure that used to be on the menu, not on the radial wheel. You can't edit fit points in 3D. Oh, yeah, but you mean you can, but it's nearly impossible. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Just trying to figure out. So I need the pipe to kind of tangentially come out from here, in the same axis as that straight. So it needs to tangentially come down, and then it needs to kind of at the same time bend around and then go straight into there. Again, perpendicular to that. It's kind of where I'm going. Let's try this. Okay, 0, 0, 5. Let's go. Right, where's the pipe? Right, let's go minus 10. Y, that's 10. And then on the Z, 10. Oh, that's a bit too high up. Let's join it there. Oh, stop being a construction line. Right, can I smooth that into there? And then 3D transform, pull that down. Okay. Do you know what? That might do. That might. Oh shit! That needs to be. Fuck. Right? Can I smooth that into there? Oh, fucking get in. That'll do. Right. Then I want to loft that.
I'm kind of a big deal.
It was a big deal. Poor Mark. Is that even a letter? Thanks, mate. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. There. So I'm going to loft there to there, and then I'm going to use that path as center line, and it's going to attach to this. It's telling me to fuck off. Oh, hang on a minute. That's because I need to put a bend there, don't I? I need to put a bend there. Right. What radius? 20. $15. Right, see what happens. Let's do this. Let's do this right. Here we go. Here we go. There, there. Center line. That. Yeah. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Right, so now I can get that pipe there into there without it clashing. Walking, get in. Right, save. Save. Grow a beard. Whoa. Yeah, this model's getting quite large now. I think we're over about, well, in the ballpark of about 40 megabytes for the size of this model. 34 meg. I'd started off with just one of these side plates here with one of the heatsink fins, and I thought, alright, I'll make it a multi-bodied solid. So I ended up patterning all these as, so there's like 100 and something bodies in this, 118 solid bodies. And then I should have made it an assembly after I got the end of all the heat fins, but I ended up just carrying on going. Whoops. So that should be an assembly, but it's ended up being a multi-bodied part. But it's going good. Greetings from Poland. Hello, Poland. How about it too? Oh, well, I'm just scrolling back up the chat. Because anyone that's watching this back on YouTube won't be able to see the chat, so I'm just going to try and talk out some of the things that are being said. Eddie's in. Hello, Eddie. You could do this on SketchUp. Go for it, mate. Tatey waity. Go for it. I'm curious about SketchUp, actually. I'm curious about it. When I went to find some of the ports to use in the graphics card, some of the ports had been done in SketchUp, and someone had been doing motherboards and graphics cards in SketchUp. But I don't know what its purpose is. I don't know if SketchUp's just like a free kind of toy kind of program. I don't think it's something that you could realistically use for work. And like get bills of materials and parts lists and stuff out of it, and accurate weights and center of gravities and stuff. I don't know. I could be wrong. Not a clue. And at this point, I ain't about to try. Right, this one shouldn't be too difficult, he says. So, for this one, we're bending a pipe out of here. So I need to get a work plane in there. I think it's just center. So we're going to do a work plane in between these two faces there. Wait. Oh, it's flipped it. So we're going to flip it. And then in there. Oh, I've got that bloody thing on where it turns the view whenever you do a sketch. I need to turn that off. Sketch. This is, if anyone's wondering about 4K, you see this dialog box here? This is what happens with 4K. So I've got a 4K panel running at 1080p, and then shit like this happens. All the scaling for all the UI elements all goes to cock. Where's the... Oh, there. What's it doing over there? Oh, it moves. Right, so I want to turn off that and that. Enable link option. Auto project edges, I want that on. I want that off. That'll do. That'll do. Right, I need the center point of that. So, let's project that and put a point there. Alright, that's the midpoint. Then, we want an arc. I want an archy artisan to come out of here. How far does this come out? Oh shit, it comes about in line with that one. About there. Right. Right. I don't know why I do this. I know for a fact, right, to make that arc tangent with that line, right? I don't know why I do this when I know for a fact I can just make that point horizontally aligned to there. I just do this. It's just habit. Yeah. So that brings that point down. That point's now in line with there. But I always do it the long way around. I don't know why. So that. Right. And then for size, 20. 20. Alright, that should. Fuck. Let's hope that this doesn't clash. That might clip that as it comes out. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. It keeps buffering. Is it? Let's have a look. Is it me or is it YouTube? Yeah, I've dropped a few frames actually. I have dropped a few frames. Lower the quality. Right, I'll lower the quality. Whether I can do this on the fly, I don't know. No, I'll have to end the stream to lower the quality. Right, well, it did when you had the black screen. It's better now. Right, we'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes. If it's still dropping frames after like 10 minutes, then we'll take a break. I'll have 10 minutes out, and then I'll reset the stream, and we'll do it at 7:20. Right, Ian's saying it's buffering. Fresh. It's saying it's all good. Right, we'll see how it goes. We'll give it 10 minutes. Smiley face. I think I'm also dropping frames. My capture software is saying that it's dropped frames. So I'm streaming over hotel Wi-Fi. So it's I've not got the best connection, and I'm streaming 1080p at 30 frames per second. So I can lower that to maybe 720. But if you not want to lower your connection down to 7, so all you do is you go to. I'm assuming most people know how to do this, but right, go to the video, click that, and then drop it down to 720, and then it might be easier. I don't know. It depends whether it's me sending you the data or whether it's you receiving the data. That's the problem. But temporarily drop it down, see how it goes. Right, this thing here is turning into a circle. So we're going to plane on the end there. Flip. No. Right, what's this? I think it's, oh shit, what's the size of that pipe? 7. Right. And let's see, I think we're going to clash. I think we're going to hit this pipe here.
Shut up and take my money!
Oh, someone's donated. Shit, I can't see. RC Showcase. Thank you very much, mate. I need to figure out how to do like a donation list. So it's got like a list of people that's donated. But thank you very much, mate. That is very, very, very kind of you. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Right. Loft from there to the there, and then we're gonna loft through that as a cent. Shit. Fuck you. Get off. Oh. Do one. There. Ah. Son of a bitch. Right, center line. This is infuriating. It is absolutely infuriating. That's better, right. And then for solids, it needs to join up with that one. And I think did we clear it? We cleared it. We're sweet. There's no clash. Wicked. Right, and then that needs to now join in with that. Is that bending up as well? Right, so. Right, tell you what I'll try and do then. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. Let's bend out by 7. Let's bend out by 7. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is just one of those things where I just kind of I get something in my head and I think I know where I'm going with it, but I might not. Alright, and now I want a work plane between there and there. How do I achieve this? How do I right. Oh god, this browser's massive now. Shit, wrong sketch. Fuck. That one there. Don't crash, don't crash. No, come on. Model's getting that big that just even dipping in and out of sketches is causing it a lock up. But I think we're good. Right, so we're going to access that, and then we're going to access that. And then we're going to plane in between that and then that. And then, have I got a center point there? I've got a lot of work planes now. I'm going to turn some of these off. Right, you can go away. You're finished with. I think that one's finished with. How's the stream doing? No one's complaining. Good, 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 good. I wonder how they manufacture those heat pipes. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But some of them have got deformities in them, which I'm not putting into the model, or I might do once I've finished, just as like adding that extra bit of detail, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming the hollow as well. Quite strong. I think your CPU dropped frames when Inventor froze. It could have done, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I am just on a laptop, so if Inventor's just going nuts. I haven't dropped any frames since. I'm still at the same number of dropped frames, so I think we're good. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think that might be why. It happened last time when I did a ray trace. So when I hit ray trace, all the cores on the CPU just go balls out, balls to the wall, pants down. And then that's all the power gone. And then the capture software is struggling to cope. It's not got much resource left, so could be that. Could well be that. Right. I'm going to project that. That's the center point. And then that. So now I need to get a line from here. Am I coming straight out? I am coming straight out. So let's do an arc. Let's do an arc from there and just do that. That'll do for now. Where's the center of the arc? Oh, it's all the way over there. Right. There. Oh, fuck you. Language. Right, so this needs to come out with a tangent, so I'm going to do my little long-winded thing again. And then that needs to bend into there, so that's going to do, no, wrong one, that one. There. Sweet. And then for dim, I don't know. Let's call it 15. Shit. Let's call it 14. And then if I make that align with that, oh fuck you. Obviously that's stopping it from happening. That'll do. That'll do. Right, so that should now be in line with that. So I can now draw a path from here straight down to that. I think I know where I'm going with this. I think. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Right, so that stops there. And then I need to blend a path in between these two. Right. Let's do that. How do I get this plane to happen? How do I get this plane to happen? Oh, I can maybe use... Where's that point there? What's that? Can I just intersect one between that, and then... Awesome, that'll do. That's the plane I want. Right, flip that. I don't know what that point's doing there. Ah, that's the... Right, that's the split line at the bottom. Fine, that's not going to move. We're good. We're good. Reet. And then... I think... don't know if this is going to work. Oi! Why have I not got a point there? Project that. So can I project that? Thank you. And then... So I'll look at the chat in a second. I'm kind of in the zone here, trying to make sure I don't lose my train of thought. And then, come on, work. And then that, and then... The fuck? Right, I thought I attached that to there. Bok. You nuts. I thought I snapped that onto the bloody endpoint. Stop being a construction line, goddammit. Boulder Dash. Streaming from a hotel in a secret location, the chair people still stalking you. They're always stalking me, mate. Can I get rid of them? It's YouTube, though, for some reason, YouTube's changed the way it notifies people of comments. So whenever anybody commented on one of my videos, the little bell at the top of YouTube would go black, and then it would say there's a new comment. Well, that's just stopped. All of a sudden, without me changing any settings, that's just stopped. And then when you go back to a setting that you think would fix it, all of a sudden you get like phone alerts and desktop notifications and all sorts. So I don't know what they've done there, or if it's just me. Right, you need to stop being a construction line, because that's just getting on my tits. Let's spline this. This bit just is not important enough to be fanning on with. Right, smooth from there to there, and then smooth from there to there. Can I delete that point? And then the handle. Filter handle. Screw you in. Do you know what? I don't even think I give a shit. I don't think I give a shit. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. That's the worst intersection that I've ever done, ever. But it might not matter. The loft might hide it. Right. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Oh, you cocksucker motherfucker. language. Shit. Seeing that as two different sketches.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Someone subscribed. Zemek88. Ta very much, mate. Welcome to TFI. If you're in the chat, public subscription. It's the future. Son of a bitch. I don't know why I didn't join those two together. Unless it's because I've got a spline mixed with non-splines. Could be that. Could be that. So...
I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh, someone else has subscribed. Gleister CZ, thanks mate. Appreciate the subscription. Welcome to the path of enlightenment. Something like that. Right. Okay. Let's just all calm down and let's just all delete the shit. And you're not gonna let me delete the shit. There you are. Thank you. That was all I was asking for. Just delete the shit. Just delete the shit and let's start again and not get ahead of ourselves here, because it's easy to lose your shit at a time like this. Can I just straight out there? And then can I just arc? All I want is an arc going from there to there, and for it not. Right? Can you just tangent there, and then tangent. Oh, you son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Can I just use that line? Why did I not just use that line? Oh, because... Alright, because there's a different... It's going up a different angle there. Fuck's sake. Right, alright, let's see if it'll loft. If it lofts now, I might just leave it. Because my care pocket for this bit of heat pipe is running rather empty, I must say. And why is it not picking them up? Oh, it's not picking them up. It doesn't like having two sections. God damn it.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh, someone else has subscribed for now. Pablo, hello mate. Welcome. New to 1 million. Well. If you ask me nicely. Sweep the first part, loft the second. I might be onto something there. Motherfucker, that's going to be too harsh of a joint there, but ooh, I might get away with it. Right, join that. Oh, is that a clash? Is that a clash? That could be a clash. I don't care. I don't care. That's a clash. Zero thirks are given right now about heat pipe clashes. No, not. Get in. Do you know what? That'll do. That'll do. But that'll not do. So what I need to do? A goddamn clash. So let's cheat. So we're gonna. How am I gonna do this? Copy that. This composite. And then sculpt that as a cut. Cutting that. Okay. Not gonna cut that. Boom! Get out. Creamy. Creamy, right, and then I need to maybe give it a bit of tolerance. So, that body there, let's turn that off. Right, so let's give us that nice little cut face there. So, to be honest, the actual pipes have got little sections like that where it looks like they have shaved off bits of heat pipe when they've been making it. So I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. So if I thicken that, minus, hang on a minute, cut, I don't know, 0.4, something like that, don't know. Whoa, what in the fucking hell's going on there? 0.5. Oh, it's now, it's, yeah, oh, no, no. They all like heat pipes that the subscribers stored along in the pipes here. I just want to do the fans. Once I get the fans done, it's going to look quality. This isn't going to work. Really, what do you call that? What's that? The fuck's that? Can I just lower this down? 0.2. I might have to face it. That's not going to work. It no likey that, so let's get rid of that. Right, let's try face fillet. Face set 1, face set 2. Oh shit, it's cutting off there. Is that a different face to that? But didn't like it anyway. Oh, does it even matter? Does it even matter if there's no tolerance? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's just leave it flush. It's another one of those things I can come back to later on and fix it. So let's make that one colourful. And call that one Heat Pipe 4. And make it... I've got a colour style called Heat Pipe, which is just brushed aluminium with metal on. So you can see it's starting to struggle now. This is my 3D mouse turning it, and it's just like... It's getting a bit jerky. So I might do the fans separately, and then... Yeah, I don't think this part could handle having the fans in it, and it shouldn't have them in anyway. They should be their own separate parts. Right, let's get rid of some of these work planes because they're fucking hideous. They are hideous. Right, there's a couple of sketches in here just swagging out, showing their junk, and I don't want them to show their junk. That one there and that one there. So yeah, I mean, this is something that Inventor's missing. There is an idea station post going somewhere where to let you better, or asking Autodesk to give us better tools for managing the browser. Shit, I've just clicked something and I don't know what I clicked. I think I've just reordered something. No, it doesn't matter. It hasn't damaged anything. But yeah, like purge and stuff, because there could be, like, you see how big this browser is now, it's massive. But there could be a whole bunch of sketches in here, in work planes and work axes, which were made and never used. So there's no purge. There needs to be something in there that just lets you purge. Just get shot of anything that I've made and that I didn't use. It's missing that sort of stuff. You've just subscribed. Mam Donna has just subscribed to Eddie's channel. Spreading the love, man. Spreading the love. It's like a cross-promotional stream. What the hell's that thing in there? That yellow thing? Sketch features. Can I find that in the browser and turn it off? Oh, shit. Where's Find in Browser gone? Click, right click, Find in Browser. Ah, there you are. Read. Get lost. There we go. I think... Oh, no, there's one more thing I needed to do. There was one more thing. It was the end nibble thingy on the end of here. which is pretty easy to do. So, to do these, what I've been doing is just sketching off by about 7 of them being projecting that and then that.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. Who's this? Jonathan Shellmate is subscribed. Jonathan, is that Jonathan? Is that you? You've been yapping on in the stream for like an hour, and you weren't even subscribed, mate. How did you? Just out of interest. Well, thank you for subscribing first. But how did you find my stream if you weren't subscribed? Curious to know. Curious to know how you found the stream if you weren't subscribed. Does that mean that the stream gets put into a section on YouTube of lives? I don't know. I don't know how it works. But thank you, mate. Bruh. Bruh. Can you use folders in the manager? You mean in the browser? No. No. Browser folders are assembly only. At the moment. Wink wink. But yeah, you can't group things by folders in part. Only in assembly. You want to know more about stress analysis? Yeah, I know a lot of people do. The thing is, I'm shit at it. I've just not got much experience with stress analysis, and it's quite specialised. You need to be able to talk the language. You need to be able to talk the language of FEA, which I would just embarrass myself. So I've got a potential collaboration coming up with a guy called Wazim, who I used to work with, who is a book writer. He writes he writes a number of FEA books. And there's a chance that I could get him to do a couple of videos on FEA. Right. I think. Am I finished? Am I finally finished this goddamn heatsink? I think I might be. Oh shit, no I'm not. I've got to do that. That's the thermal contact. The plate that touches the GPU. But you put the thermal paste on and you do that bit. God damn it. That's just a square. That's not going to take long. It's because you're kind of a bit... Did you get back? Did you answer that, Jonathan, about how you found the stream if you weren't subscribed? Very curious about that. If you search for Inventor on YouTube once, YouTube make you recommendation. I see. Don't forget to model the thermal paste. I might do actually. That's how much detail I'm going in with this. I might actually do the thermal paste. Who's doing Mac? Who's using a Mac? This is great background for my adventure in changing my SSD partitions. That sounds amazing. Oh, that reminds me. Anybody that was I'm just digressing here a little bit. Anyone that was on my last stream, I was talking about the new PC I was getting. So I'm not getting a new PC. I've ordered a new case and a new all-in-one cooler because have I got the pictures? Have I got the pictures? Where did I put them? I'm pretty sure I did take some pictures. Right, so this is my old rig. That's what my old PC used to look like. So NZXT H440 case, black and red, and I've got the Corsair H100i, 32 gig of Corsair Vengeance DDR3. It's DDR3 because underneath there's a 479K, Devil's Canyon, and then I've got a GTX 1070, and that's a sound blaster sound card. That's a solid state drive there. Why is that not got the cover on it? Oh, these must be old pictures because they've got Perspex covers on them now. Little plastic decorative covers. That's not the most recent picture I've got of my PC. Surely not. Surely I've got another one somewhere. Oh, it probably is. But anyway, that's what my old one used to look like. And I've ordered an upgrade. Woo! So I'm sticking with I'm sticking for now with the 4790K because I just can't justify upgrading to KVA.
I'm kind of a big
Upgrading the
deal.
new CPUs, the new i7s requires a new board, requires a new RAM, and a new chip. And that's a lot of money for a very minimal performance upgrade over what I've got now. So I've got a new case and a new all-in-one cooler. And it looks fucking awesome. It looks absolutely awesome. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you if I can find my flipping phone. Hang on a minute. So I took a picture on my phone and I've got to send that to... I mean, you might not care. You might not give a shit. But someone mentioned building computers or partition building, so I thought, well, I'll show you what I did yesterday. Oh, fuck. But the PC looks absolutely amazing now. I mean, it didn't look too bad in that H440 case. I personally thought the case looked cheap. It was nice with the LEDs all lit up. Where's the picture gone? Where's my bloody picture gone? I don't know. I'll show you when it comes through. But it looks awesome now. The new case that I've got looks beautiful. You built that PC. I built that PC that you did a year ago. Did you? What, a similar one? Yeah, mine's about 2 years old. I think I built the H440 case around, I think it was the end of 2014. I think I built that. I think it was about the end of 2014 I built it. So it's knocking on a bit. But it's a beast. It's a beast. I can't believe I just had the bloody pictures. Oh, there they are. Alright, so that's what it was. I'm just waiting for the new picture to come through. Here it is. There it is. Look at that, man. That is PC porn. Can I zoom in? So it's the Fantex. It's a Fantex case. It's the Evolve ATX template class. And I've put the NZXT Kraken X62 cooler in with a 280 radiator at the top. It's stunning. Oh, I love it, man. It's absolutely quality. So, yeah, that's my new build. That's what I was doing yesterday. I think I built it yesterday. It was either yesterday or it was Friday I built it. No, yesterday. It took us 12 hours to build it. Because the cable manager, I got cable mods cables, they're all nicely tied up, and the amount of cable management I put into that, crackers. So yes, from that to that, quite chuffed with it. But the internals are pretty much the same CPU, same RAM, and all that. Without the LEDs, yeah, I didn't realise that the Fantex case didn't come in with LEDs, so I had to take the LEDs out of the H440 and then put them in the Fantex. They just weren't turned on that picture, but it does light up. But yes, I got John, I got the X62. It's nice. The reason why I did it, the reason why I upgraded was the cooler that I had, which was the Corsair H100i. I think it was the V1 because I got it a couple of years ago now. So it was the V1 H100i. Fucking loud, man. So loud. This thing here. Oh my god. The racket that came off this thing. I started off with these two fans up here. So I took the Corsair fans off and I put these red fans on. looks alright. It's a nice red theme going. But it was so fucking loud. So I took these fans off, put the Corsair ones back on, which have a much higher spin speed than these ones. Even louder. And then the pump started ticking. There was this groan in the background. Doesn't matter what speed, what fan curve I had, there was just a constant groan. So I thought, that's it, I'm going to get rid of it. And now the thing's silent. It's absolutely fucking silent. I can hear a pin drop in my room. Love it. You can justify cable mod prices. Yeah, it was not cheap. It was ridiculous. It was definitely not worth it. Not worth the price. But I sit all day in front of the thing, so it's one of the things that I don't really feel obliged to skimp on. So yes, you'll hear the cat even more. Yeah. Fortunately though, even before you couldn't hear the PC on the stream, but I could hear it, and it was god awful. God damn awful. Right. So what I need to do? Oh, I need to do the thing on the bottom, the plate on the bottom. So my heat pipes, they're all done, aren't they? So that one turns into there. That one was following them around. That one's a S-shaped one that goes all the way around there. That one there goes into there, and then that one there. Right, we're done. So I just need to put the plate on the bottom. What size? What size? So that hangs. Where's my tape measure? You need experienced machining to make a video on HSM. Yeah, I know the things that I'm getting. I don't know. 1, 2. Let's call it 3. So the topics that I'm getting asked to do videos on at the moment, which I can't really do, HSM. I just don't have any experience with it. Fusion Cam module, again, don't have any experience on it. And FEA. I've got a bit of experience with FEA, but not to the point where I can do a video on it at the level that I'm happy to do a video on it. Because when I do my tutorials, I can do them the way I do them because I'm confident that I know what I'm talking about. And if I ever get challenged on anything, on any video that I've ever done, if anybody was to challenge me on something, I can confidently argue my tits off with them and win. Because I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I can't do that with FEA. So if someone was to say, what's your credentials to be doing a video like this, advising people on stress analysis, which is, safety critical stuff, I'd be like, someone asked for it. I just can't do it. Alright, so 3 out, and then we're going across the extents. So projecting that one there. Right, so rectangle. And there. Oh, son of a bitch. I need to start. Oh, fuck it, let's just do that. Right. So this is that the top corner? That is the top corner, right? So we're going. It's about 3 mil, and then let's go on there. And then you are aligned to there, and then that is going. Oh, let's just measure the length of the whole thing. Is tape measure time. 67. Let's call it 67, which is a bit of a random dimension, but alien. Oh fuck! Get off. Right, dimension. There. Let's get whoosh. It's practically bang on. And extrude. Extrude. Oh shit! This is important because this is going to touch a chip. Well. 2 mil. A boot. 2 mil. Oh, sod. Oh, sod. What's that? Why is that sticking up through... Ah, right. There was a profile intersection there. I thought I'd went through a fin, but I hadn't. Come on, wake up. Wake up. There we are. Right. I just need to include that. Good. What he's also saying, stress analysis isn't too difficult to understand. Depends what you use it for. You use it to check strength of materials when designing machinery to ensure it will not fail under load. I can do it. I know how it works. You launch the module, you pick your constraints, you make sure you've got the right materials selected, and then you do your loads and stuff, and then you click do the mesh, and then you click go, and then that's where my understanding of it ends. Because it comes back with nice colours and stuff, and I can demo it. I can sit in front of a room of people and demo it, and make it look like it's the best thing in the world. But I couldn't answer questions on it. I couldn't interpret the results. And I really couldn't tell you where, if you were to take an assembly or a part and do FEA on it, I couldn't tell you like where the loads should. I mean, the loads where the loads are, depends what it is, but like what kind of joint should be at a certain point, and what's right and what's wrong, all that kind of stuff. I could probably take an educated guess at most stuff, but not with confidence. Right, and then there's two. Oh, you. Well, that's weird. What the hell did?
I'm kind of a big deal.
I see. Well, that should have been its own. That should have been a new solid. Oh, this is taking so long now. This model's getting so big. Biggest problem with FEA is mesh convergence. When you say problem, do you mean the thing that takes the longest to do? Because yeah, I mean, I know that you can sort of localize the mesh. Oh shit, I can't put. Motherfucker. Yeah, I know you can localize the mesh and refine the results in a certain region. You can do all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if that's a problem or if that's just a ball ache. I don't know. Let's call that 2.5. So here, there's a couple of little standoffs, which should they be the same? Oh, they're the same material. Let's just keep them part of this. No, right, standoff, and then it's got like an extra bit. Let's call it 2. Right. Something like that, and then I don't know. I'm literally making this up as I go along now. For a little standoff like this, this goes through the GPU surround, and it locks the heatsink in place. I don't even know if I've modelled the holes where this goes into. If I do, it ain't gonna line up because I've just completely guessed where they are. Don't matter though. I feel like I need to save this very soon. Yeah, Daniel's just said save. I know, it's kind of locking up now. Like, no. 1.9, 1.2. That'll do. Right, full thread depth. Right, save. on that MSI card, is it nickel plated copper heat? Is it a nickel plated copper heatsink? I assume so. I would assume so. And then I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that 3 more times. So I'm just gonna do a work plane through the middle, and then another one there, and then give me a center line there, and then circulate solid that around there times 4. And give me some new solids. Boom. Oh shit. What the hell's happened there? The fuck happened there? I have no idea what's happened there. Now he's going to drop. Yeah, I'm dropping frames. Oh shit! Yeah, it's dropping off. I think it's dropping frames when the laptop's kind of thinking. I don't think it's your fault. I think it's mine. It's when the laptop's like saving, or if it locks up a little bit, that's when it kind of drops the frames. I'll slow down a little bit just to let it catch up. Right, what was I was figuring out why the hell. Why did that? Oh, do you know what? Because it's not a perfect square. God damn it. That's fine. That's fine. It's not a perfect square. So it ain't going to rotate properly. That's fine. We're going to approach this in a different way. What we'll do instead is we'll mirror a solid, that one, around that, and then make a new solid. And we'll do it again. Mirror, solids, that and that, around that, and make new solids. That'll do. Boom. Right, I've now got 123 solid bodies in here, which is just ridiculous. But that's because every single one of these heatsink fins is its own solid body, rightly or wrongly. I don't remember how that even happened, but it happened. This can be the heat plate, and then that can be standoff 1, standoff 2, standoff 3, 13, no, and then standoff 4. Oh, get lost. Save. Right, I think I'm done. I think I've done. Oh, I need to give it a. Do I need to give it a colour? I suppose I can. I've finished the modelling, so now I can give this a proper colour, and then move on with my life and do some fans, because the fans are going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to do the fans. Get some fans on this thing. It's going to look badass. It's going to look badass. Wait, can I just give this the heat pipe material? Is this the heat same as the heat pipe material? No, it's not. It's just brushed aluminum. I spend way too much time around Americans because I keep wanting to say aluminum, because I did take the piss when it's really aluminium. Everyone knows that. You know, I spawned the language. I know these things. Not. Right, stainless brushed. I'll come back to it. And there we are. Right, let's get rid of these work planes. Gone, swoosh. And then there's a couple in here. Get rid of these. Swoosh, swoosh. Brilliant, useful. Get in. Right, save. Okay. Time. Yeah, I think it's definitely dropping the frames when I'm saving. Well, that's good. It's punishing me for saving my file. Awesome. It's becoming frustrating. Yes. I don't know why it's doing that, actually. I don't know why. I tell you what, right? We'll shut this model down. Maybe it's because the model's massive and there's a lot of stuff to save in it. We'll shut this one down. And then I'll save this one here. And we'll back up. Hopefully I'm back up. Right, I think I'm back up. Right, I'll save this one and let us know if it drops frames when I've saved this. So yeah, I need to do something that actually needs to save. Right. So 3, 2, 1, save. Okay, that didn't work. It needs to down. 3, 2, 1, save. Am I still going? Am I still going? Am I still going? Am I still going? Shit, this is taking a long time to save. No, I didn't. It dropped me. I literally saw the frames drop on XSplit. There's now what I can do, mate. There's now what I can do. If it's dropping frames when I'm hitting save, there's now what I can do. It's frustrating, and I put myself before you and I beg for forgiveness. Watching you from the Dominican Republic. Really? Really? I've been on holiday there. Can't remember where. There was a Rio resort, some Rio resort. Ripstream. I think we're back up. It is just when I hit save. So I'm gonna have to watch that, unfortunately. Which is always good. Yeah, 3 to 1 frames drop. I know. Confirm I'm back up though. Confirm I'm back up. I think I am. Yeah, it's all my fault. How many people are in now? Let me have a look. It checks the dashboard. There it is. Get it out of the way. 58. Oh, people have run away, man. Devastated. Gutted. Probably annoyed. Am I still... My dashboard's like spinning. Does that mean I'm not live? No, I am live. Yeah, I am live. My dashboard just froze. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't blame people for heading off if it's lagging and if it's freezing. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, fans. And now I think I can take the fans off of here, but whether I'll be able to get them back on again is a different story. So I'm not too bothered if I do completely knacker this card. It's my 970. Oh shit, that's well hooked in there. So yeah, this is my GTX 970, which is obsolete. Well, it's not obsolete. Still a good bloody card, but I've got a 1070 now, so I'm not really ever going to use this again. Shit, never getting that there. That's well tied in. So if I kind of get it back together, I don't really care. It'd be nice to have it as a backup card for bench tests and stuff, but not that bothered if I kind of... Right. I'm surprised actually, mate. If you're from the Dominican, I'm surprised that you've got a good connection coming into the Dominican. Tatey Waitey, are you seriously leaving me for Sherlock? You're going away from the stream to watch Sherlock Holmes. That's hurtful, mate. That's hurtful. It's cut me to the core. He bought a purse that was carved from a coconut. Oh, where did I go in the Dominican? I'm gonna have to find out. Right, we're gonna go on. We're gonna pause. We'll do some work in a second. I need to figure out where it was I went in the Dominican Republic. I need a map though. I'll probably be able to recognize the name on a map. Puerto Plata? I say that and then I see a map and then I don't think. Don't think it was. I think it was the south coast I went to. It was a Rio something or other. There was 3 of them together. That's really not helpful. This was quite some time ago though, so it's possibly changed name. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Can't remember now. Lagging again. You probably came to Punta Cana. I think it was, if anything, it was the Puerto Plata something or other. I think that's probably what it was. Steam is kind of goose. Gonna log off. Yeah, see you later, mate. I can't even reset the stream, can I? I don't even know if I can. Oh shit! I've dropped 8,000 frames. That's a canny lot. That like. That is a canny lot of frames. I'll stop. So we're on 8,157. I'll stop on Inventor for just for 5 minutes. I'll take a break and then we'll come back and hopefully the laptop will have calmed its shit down. I'll turn off that. Anything else I can turn off? Not really. Right, yeah, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, 10 people have buggered off when I buggered off. Dipping out. I think I'll probably go for another, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour, something like that, and then I'll have to do some ironing. Got work tomorrow. I have to get ready for work. What the hotel has is for a fair usage policy. I am actually a little bit worried about that. But when you log into the hotel Wi-Fi, it doesn't ask you to put your room number in or anything like that. So I don't think they can trace it. I'll just disconnect and reconnect. I had considered going through my phone, just tethering through my phone. So I've got 4G and a 50 gig data plan a month. But I would imagine streaming through a phone connection will eat up a huge proportion of that very quickly. So's Mam Donna. I don't know how loud my mic is. I had the mic on listen to this device so I could listen to me talk and the music at the same time, but that's caused echo, so I couldn't listen back, so I don't know how loud I am. Yeah, it's World of Warcraft music. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to get music for a stream. It can either be silence or something like this. I can't put on like a Spotify playlist because when the video goes onto YouTube, when the stream finishes and it automatically gets uploaded to YouTube, the YouTube algorithm will capture all the music and then it'll just either shut the video down or it'll demonetize it, or you get strikes against your video. You get strikes against your channel as well. So having music like this is really the easiest thing to do. I don't know what song's playing now anyway. This isn't depressing. This is like spa music. That one. I don't know if there was a more depressing one on before that, but that one's like spa music. I don't know. What phone do I have? I have Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, which yeah. I know the S7's out, but we get locked into 2-year contracts nowadays, don't we? So you get stuck with one, then you miss the next, then you get the next one, then you miss the next. So. Turn the board around, man. There you go. How many frames have I dropped? I'm going to keep an eye on the drop frames. So we're still on 8/157. So I haven't dropped any frames since I went on a break. It's definitely my laptop. It's when my CPU goes nuts. That's when it's dropping frames, which is a bit of a shame. I'm surprised actually, because this is a really, really high-powered laptop. I don't know what else I can do. So I wasn't doing this when I was streaming from my home PC, which is kind of the same spec CPU. Similar anyway. In fact, this one's newer. This is a Skylake. This is a Skylake i7. Yeah, it's the i7 6820HK, and it's overclocked as well at 4 GHz, so it's as good as it gets really in a laptop. Well, that wasn't until Kaby Lake came out. I digress. Anyway, right. What we're doing next? Fans. We're going to do some fans. Oh, bother. So to do the fans, I need... Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Shall we explode that heatsink into an assembly? I think I might need to explode the heatsink into an assembly. Shit, I just hit save. Shit. I have to hit save? I can't not save it. But it doesn't look like I've dropped any frames. So I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Right. But this next step might. If I do start dropping frames again, though, I'll just... Oh, shit, I did drop... Oh, I did drop it. Oh, you... Fucker. I don't know. Right, what I'm going to have to do... I'm going to keep going. I know it's frustrating, and I apologise for that. I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to have to Google what you can do to avoid dropping frames. Because this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and it shouldn't be happening. So once this stream's finished, I'm going to stream again tomorrow night, because I'm in a hotel and doing nothing, so I'm going to stream again tomorrow night. I'll look up what I can do to... and I'm talking, I don't even know if anyone can hear me. This is really, really, really frustrating. Right at you two. Shall I stop the stream and then start it again? Right, I'm going to stop the stream and then start it again and stream at a lower resolution. Right, and if no one can hear me, I'm going to type it in. Right, here we go. And we're back. Right, I'm going to hit refresh on my stream, see if I'm back up. Back up. We're now at 720. Right, yes, YouTube showing 720p. I've changed the codec as well. So I'm going to be streaming at a different codec, which is apparently less demanding. So you're back, still buffering though. That might be your end though, Martin, mate, because I'm looking at my stream and there's no buffering at my end. I wonder though, like I'm watching my own stream back, is that killing my own bandwidth? Because it shouldn't be really. Shouldn't be. Don't even know if I can turn it off. When I'm watching my dashboard, it kind of gives me a preview of my own stream and I can't turn that off. Now it's okay. It's okay. Right. So we're streaming at a lower res with a lesser codec and a lower bitrate. We'll see how this goes. We shall see how this goes. Nothing more I can do further from that. And I just got a notification come through before. I think it was someone subscribing. So I missed that. Sorry, mate. I was doing me emails. So thank you to whoever that was that subscribed. Sorry, I missed the notification. It's looking good now. It's looking good now. Okay. Showing 0 drop frames. Shall I do a test and hit save? I don't know if I want to risk it. Anyway, I'm going to have to explode this multi-body part into an assembly anyway, which is pretty demanding, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. Make components. I don't know if I want all of those heatsink fins to be separate parts. Yeah, Daniel, mate, yeah, that's the thing I'm hitting. Yeah, always save, except when I do that, it's killing the stream. Right, so these are all separate bodies. These should not really be their own parts in an assembly. So if I can find where they stop. It's about there, I think. So all of these here. Can I just combine these into one solid? I think I can. Combine. Is that even what combine does? Well, let's see what happens. Right. All the way down to there. Keep tool body. I'm not doing anything with the flipping tool body. Your tool. Right. Oh god. don't kill the stream again. Every time I get the spinny circle, I'm thinking, is it killing the stream? I'm just looking at the drop frames. Don't do it. Are you still there? Are you still there? Are you still? I don't know how other people do this. You see gamers doing this when they go to these conferences and they stream from hotels. Yes, I'm seeing a yes. Still here. Well, that's good news. Yeah, I don't know how these other streamers do it. Still okay. Good, good. Maybe it was changing the codec. There's a ticky box as well within the streaming software called low latency. So it optimizes the stream for low latency. Or when you're on a low latency connection. So I've unticked that because clearly I'm not on a low latency connection. So that might have made a difference as well. They have screen capture hardware. Right. I see. Has that worked? Oh, you beauty. You beauty. Right, so that's the heat sink. Yeah, this entire part's called a heatsink fin because that's what it started off as, and then eventually that just turned into all of that. Right, what's solid 14? What the hell is that? And why is it invisible? Mystery? It's a mystery. Well, that should be joined to that. I don't know why it's a separate body. And where's that? Ah, fan bracket. So that should be... Oh, my goddamn TV's just turned off. Hang on. I've got you lot on chat on the hotel TV. I don't know why hotels do this, but the default of TVs to turn off at random intervals. It's so annoying. Hold the line, caller. And we're back. Okay. Right. Some of them use a dedicated PC for streaming. Yeah, I mean, like when they go to like conferences, PAX and CES and those other gaming like LAN parties and stuff, and they stream on their laptops. Some of them do anyway. But yeah, you might be right. They might have capture cards which do all the work. That. Repeat combine. That. Shit. Not that. No, unselect. Why can't I unselect that? Oh, right. That and that. I've just called that fan bracket and it's going to wipe the name, isn't it? Yes. Right. Fan bracket 2. Is it? I think you'll find it's not. What the fuck? Fan bracket 2 is already in use. Where? Oh, obviously it's underneath it, isn't it? Dickhead. Fan bracket 2. It's under there. Whatevs, man. Whatevs. Right, so we've got all that. They're all named. Okay. Anyone know of a relatively easy software for animating arrows and such for video teaching work? Animating arrows. At what point? Like, you want to animate arrows in the end result, or, like Daniel says, mouse pointers? Depends. Do you want to do it live? Like, as I'm doing this now, do you want animated arrows to appear live or rendered into a video? Because there's a number of different ways to do that, I suppose. What am I doing? Manage, make components. Okay, an assembly is going to be created, and all of these bodies are going to convert into parts, and then this is going to be called the heat sink assembly. Standard IM, that folder, normal. Right. Bomb structures, normal. Scale factor 1, yep. Source color, yep. Okay, go for it. What do you think about 3D printers? Well, I said at the start of the stream, mate, the Patreon campaign that I've got going, it's not really a campaign, but the Patreon account that I've got, all the money that gets donated to the channel is going towards buying a 3D printer. I'm not quite there yet, but when it gets to enough, I'm going to get a 3D printer. I haven't really owned one yet, so I don't know too much about them, but it's something that I need to get into. It's quite big. It's probably the future. I mean, they're only going to get better. I've intentionally held off 3D printers because when they first came out, you could tell that it was kind of 1.0, Rev 1 of the technology, one color, quite, nasty looking parts coming out of them, and then over the couple of years since they've been a thing, they've got better quite quickly. So I think they're at a point now where it's worth investing in them. Alright, Spirit, no problem, mate, will do. I think what I'm possibly going to look at is the Ultimaker 3. I've heard good things about that. And Autodesk, there's a guy from Autodesk who's trying to pull some strings to maybe get one sent over, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. That's a punt. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the Ultimaker 3.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Good. It's not really worth the money though, is it not? We can print metal now. How the hell does that work? Form 2 from Form Labs. This is the thing, I don't know anything about them until I start looking, and when I start looking, I'll research the balls off it, and then I won't say I'll be an expert, but I'll know as much as I need to know about them when I start looking around. Ma'am Donna, yeah, no problem. I'll leave it until I actually start looking, because right now I don't know how long it's going to be until I can get one. The Patreon campaign's like, it's slow at the moment. I haven't advertised it very well, so there's not much money in it at the moment. So I don't know at what point I'm going to be able to get one. But yes, when I'm in a position to buy, yeah, then I'll give you a shout. The Duplicator i3. Prusa, yeah. So there's different technologies, right? I've heard that there's different technologies in them, but I haven't looked at what they are and what the advantages of each one of them are yet. Because even at this point in time right now, I don't know what I'm going to be doing with it exactly. It might just be something like, modeling this, doing a tutorial or something, creating something like this, and then 3D printing it. And that could be anything. Whatever it is that I'm printing isn't going to get used in the real world. It's not going to be anything that's going to be put out in the field, and it needs to be safety tested, it needs to be reliable, it needs to be at a certain stress limit or anything like that. It's just for looks, really. So it's whatever prints the best quality and ideally the quickest, because if you're doing something for a YouTube video, I don't want to have to wait 48 hours or something for something to print, because then the videos will never get finished. That's looking pretty fucking dapper, that, like. That's come out quite well. Right, that does need to save. Right, I'm going to save, folks. I'm going to hit save. 3, 2, 1, save. Stay with me. The higher the quality, the higher the price. Yeah, I would imagine, yeah. Would you please stop making the fans? I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. That is right. Okay, we're on to it now. But I need to explode this into an assembly first, because I need that for the guide points for the fans. I needed that. Right. So that's fan bracket. So that should have saved these as parts. That one there and that one there. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Right. Let's shut these down. And this is going to be fan 1. And the blades have got to rotate. The blades will rotate, man. Obviously. Obviously, I'm going to make the blades rotate. It's the only moving part. Literally is the only moving part. Drive. Fan bracket. Should we just bring this in as a solid body? Alright, Des, what am I making? I'm making a GeForce GTX 970. That's part of it, dismantled. It's the MSI Gaming X GTX 970, which has been dismantled, ready for modelling. I'm not making it, I'm just modelling it, just so I've got an assembly to use in videos and stuff, and training courses that I do. So one of the problems I've had is when I've been doing training courses, I just haven't had models to use, because all the models that I've had have been either really boring looking or owned by somebody else. So I need my own model, which is pretty good, and that I can kind of constantly evolve and tinker with and make perfect, if you know what I mean. Right. So let's look at how this sits on the fan. Oh. Right then, so what we've got, and that's three and a half thick. Definitely need some calipers, like. Definitely need some calipers. Okay, let's get this party started then, shall we? Is that... Oh, that's the centre there. That's handy. That's handy. Hang on a minute. Hang on a goddamn minute. Oh, that's a pain in the arse. That is a royal pain in the arse. Let's try this. Let's profile out in there. Okay. Okay. Can I extrude that, that, and that, and then... Oh, damn it. I just want that bit there. Computer says no. So, what I'm going to do instead is fool it and make all of them construction lines. Make all of that construction lines. And in fact, I'm going to make that construction line and that and that, and then all of that and that, and that, and that. Grr. Okay, come on then. Boom, boom. Oh, handy. And then you nope. Bummer. Why does it not let me use that as a profile? Okay. Will it let me use that? Nope. That's annoying, that, like. It's weird how it sometimes lets you use projected lines as profiles, but then other times it doesn't. Because I need that section, and that section extruded up for the fans. So rather than just draw the whole thing again, what's the point of that when it's already there? Right, okay. Okay. Right, let's delete this again. Right, let's just boosh, whack. And I'm going to project stuff through manually. Right, let's see what happens here. Right, will it let me use that? Oh, that's still no good. Or is it? Hang on a minute. No, I can maybe get away with this. Right. 8.5. And then rotate the entire thing around itself by 3. Ah! Sweet! There are still lines underneath the blue circle. There was, yeah. There was. But that shouldn't have stopped that bit here getting extruded. I don't know. It's fine now. The fan base is going to be tricky. I know it is, but I'm kind of looking forward to doing it. Right. And then the next bit is the center part of the fan, which is fuck. How do I get a measurement of this? Can I get the thing through the fan blade? Come on, tape measure, don't let me down now. Come on. Right, there we go. So we'll just call it 8. Call it 8. So I need to do a sketch on there, and then go there. Extrude 8. show you the underside of the fan. Oh, yeah, so it's got this don't know what the hell you call it, but it's the cable tie thing, the cable tray, which goes across there, so I need to do that bit as well. Which isn't horizontal, bizarrely enough. Kind of goes off at a weird angle. Odd shaped thing. Cable harness, that's the thing. Right, so the cable harness thing is 19 mil by 8. 19 mil by 8. That's at a weird angle. How am I going to get that angle? Oh, sod a dog, wrong one. It's kind of like going that kind of angle. So should I just do this? And then if it's 19 mil, should we just offset that by 19? Right. And it was by 8 mil, so 8 mil. What's the thickness? Two. Right. Shit. Right. So 2 mil by 8. About that. Let's put it there. And then project that down there. And then give me a point. Oh man.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Who's subscribed? Dan George has subscribed. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Welcome to TFI. If you're in the stream. I assume you are. I assume you are. If you're not, you should be, mate. And then that should be there. There. Boom. Okay. And then somehow this doesn't look quite right. But we'll see how it goes. So we're going to extrude that to there. Slightly wrong, so I need to change this angle here. Possibly there.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Kenny C is subscribed. Thank you, Kenny, mate. Were you not already subscribed either? Unless you're unsubscribing and subscribing to trigger a notification. What the hell's that? All right. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, you stupid idiot, Neil. It's joined the bloody fan to the derived part. I did not want it to do that. That should have started as a new solid. Now look what's happened. Now look what's happened. Why are you giving me jip? Tell you what, I'm going to start this again. Start this again. Okay, that's what should have happened. I should have made that one as a new solid, not joined. So the fan bracket is only there for positional reference. It wasn't there to actually join into the goddamn fan. Right, start this again. It didn't take too long. This was 8. This was an 8mm extrusion, wasn't it? 8. Join that one, and then that was coming down to about there. Whatevs, trevs, and then look at that. And then I think I said 19 or something, didn't I? 19, 18, 19, 19. And then F7'd, because we all like a bit of sliceage, and then look straight down there, and then we went 2x8, and then project that, and then, oh, screw off, like that, and then centralize that. Oh, bugger. That, and then centralize that to that. Sweet. And then we're back to where we were. Okay. That's better. That's what I was expecting to see. So with that being that doesn't matter if that's like there. I'm not gonna go to sleep before seeing some fans, even if it takes all night. Yeah, what's it, 10:10? I can't go on for too long. I'm in a hotel and I don't know if anyone's next door, so I can't be talking for too long. But I'm gonna get the fans done. Oh yes, they will be done. Do I care about this goddamn cable tray? Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold up. Right. Okay. Okay. There, there, and there. Right, and then. Never seen this kind of stream before, but I like it. Well, that's the thing. When I first did the stream, it was about a week ago. The very first one I did was about a week ago. I was almost convinced that it was the world's first ever Inventor stream. So then I thought, well, I can't say that until I've made sure I've done my homework. Turns out there's somebody in Spain, I think it was Spain, had done had done one, but pretty much like nobody. There was nobody watching it, but he did live stream it. So someone had done it before. So instead of just saying, "No, I'm the world's first ever Inventor live stream," I just sort of changed the pitch just for lols. Made it the world's biggest. I'm pretty sure this is like, even right now, with, I don't know how many people are watching. How many people are watching now? 59. Without a doubt, this is the biggest ever Inventor live stream ever in the world. Because people have live streamed before, but only like a handful of people max. Hang on a minute. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Let's just do that. And then mid to mid. And then extrude that. Awesome. I just don't care. I just don't care if this is not bang on. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to mirror that. No. Whoa. No. Mirror that. What are you doing? Why are you picking up the whole goddamn thing? Mirror individual features, and it picks up that whole thing. Okay. Didn't work. Clearly that didn't work. So instead, what I'm going to do is start about there. And about there. Yeah, I was devastated when I found out somebody else had done it. I was just so hyped for being the world's first Inventor streamer. Dick. Some dick had done it. It was up 2 years ago as well. It was like, it must have been the second that YouTube ever did a live streaming platform, and this guy streamed Inventor to nobody, but he streamed it. Fucker. This is an absolute calamity of a cable tie, but I just don't care. Because this is a part of the assembly that I know for a fact I am never, I say that with very little confidence, but I never imagine I'm going to come back to this and have to do any more work on this. No, no, Neil, no, 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 no. One, and then shit. Well, this is a long-winded way of doing it. I could have done this in a much more efficient way. I could have just drew an L-shaped sketch and then in the other plane and then extruded it. Never mind. I've noticed people doing that as well on some of the videos that I've uploaded, like some of the live streams. They've been watching it, and then they've seen us do something, like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes into it, and they're like, 2 hours and 15, you could have done blah 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 blah. So, A, I'm not really going to watch the video back or fast forward at that point to see what you're on about, and B, when you put that comment on like a week later, I'm not really sure I'm too bothered by that point. Right. No! Fuck. That was a dramatic reaction. I've made this extrusion, the cable tie, and it's joined itself to the flipping bracket. I don't want it to be joined to solid 1. Can I make it its own? Why is this extrusion bitching? You're cutting through that solid, aren't you? What are you bitching about? Have you lost some projected geometry or something? What are you really? That there? Surely that really? You've is there something else you're whinging about? Surely not. Come on, man. A couple of little points and you're kicking off at me. What's your problem? What is your problem? Right, come on, do me a favour. What you whinging about? Give me something to work with here. Invalid axis origin. Missing or invalid origin. Oh. At this point, what part of what do I give a shit? Do I give a shit? No. I don't even know what's happening. I'm just clicking buttons and okay. We're gonna have to. Mama Donna, I know you want your fan. It's gonna have to wait. We're gonna get there in the end. Combine that to that. Right, they're all one part. Okay. For a flipping cable tray. I mean, come on. It would be a lot easier if I just looked straight down instead of having to try and snap to the horizontals and verticals. Will I ever be streaming about? Sorry. Will I ever be streaming any games like on another channel? Mate, if I want to stream games on my Twitch channel, I will stream games on my Twitch channel, which is... I'm probably going to just keep saying this and just repeating the same stuff over and over again, because I don't know who's like listened to my little rants and stuff. But the idea is, I keep flip-flopping between YouTube and Twitch. And the whole point of Twitch is, yeah, it's live streaming and stuff. I can do Inventor live streams and whatnot. But because Twitch isn't YouTube, in theory, I can put whatever the hell I want onto Twitch. If I want to go to Twitch and stream a game, I'll do it. Because it's not YouTube. Twitch is supposed to be separate to... I know I've linked... It's a bit hypocritical to say that when I've like put big videos on my YouTube channel going, I'm now streaming on Twitch. And then I'm saying, oh, it's separate. But you know what I mean? It's not the same. So... yeah, I might stream games on Twitch absolutely might. Yes. And because it's not YouTube, it's not the main show. If somebody doesn't want to watch it, they just don't have to watch it. It's not YouTube. The fuck? I've done that in a completely different way than I did the first one. I don't care. I don't care. So I might do. Right, the thing is, I'm not a massive gamer. I mean, I do like games, but I've got that much work going on at the moment that I'm struck. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I've got that much work on at the moment that I'm just not really getting enough time to do like fun stuff, games and whatnot. And the only games that I play really are World of Warcraft. Been playing that for like 13 years. So if I want to stream World of Warcraft on Twitch, I'll stream World of Warcraft on Twitch. Watching it is entirely optional. YouTube will always just be the usual stuff. It'll always be what I've always done. But Twitch is whatever the hell I want it to be. But yeah, I've got loads of games. I've got an Xbox One, and I always buy like the latest games. I buy I buy like all the games, like the latest ones when they come out, like Battlefield 1, I've got that. Bought all the Forza games when they come out. Bought Titanfall 2. And I play them for like 10 minutes and then I think, I haven't got time to play this. I'd never play it again. Same on PC, I bought The Witcher 3. Bought all of them, all the big titles that come out to big acclaim. Buy them all, never play them. The only games that I play that I've really stuck with are like driving sims. I love driving games. But the problem with me in driving games is I'm too competitive. For example, Forza 6, which is the latest Forza on the Xbox. You can do, what the hell's it? Rivals. It's called Rivals. So you jump in a car.
Kind of a big deal.
Who's that? Hugh Samson. Thank you, mate. Yeah, you jump in a car and then you do like a timed lap. Yeah, you do a timed lap on a track. And then you go on a leaderboard with the rest of the world. Anyone else that's done that track in that car, they get put on a leaderboard. And I will not stop. I will jump in the car and I will race around the track until I'm first in the world. And that could take... It can take days. I've been known, and this is before like YouTube got too busy, but I sat on it for like 14 hours in a row, just racing around the track. The one that I got really into was racing an IndyCar around one of the Indianapolis tracks on Forza, and I think I got first in the entirety of Europe and third in the world out of like 3 million people that tried. I was like third and then first in Europe, and that's not healthy. It's really not healthy. Right. And then this goes. But I do like, and also with the Vive as well, like the game developers that do the racing sims, they're now getting more support for the headsets. So once the hardware becomes a little bit more tuned, and you can properly race in a car with a headset on, I'm going to be all over that shit. All over it. Right now it's not brilliant. It's not quite ready for it. I'm going to push that in a bit more. Awesome. Driving games slow to drive on the proper side of the road. You'd probably grouch you like. What do I drive day to day? I drive a BMW 4 Series. It's a 430 M Sport, which I've got a picture of on That's my daily. It's alright. Hello. So yeah, it's a 430 diesel M Sport, and I used to have a Z4M, BMW Z4M, which was like my weekend car, but then I sold it. Had a big tax bill to pay. BMW Z4M Roadster. There's one of these. In fact, it looked exactly like that. It was the same colour, same alloys. Didn't have the cream leather, but it was pretty much that. It's a monster of a car. It's like it's got the M3 engine in it, 3.2 litres, naturally aspirated, straight six, 330 horsepower. It was a beast. But yeah, I flogged that about 6 months ago. What's my day job? I am a vault consultant. Where's that sketch? Yeah, I just do vault stuff, which is really, really, really soul destroying. But pays the bills. Fortunately, well, not fortunately for me, vault skills are hard to come by in people. And I've used Vault for as long as I've used Inventor. So it's like data management, working with Vault, installing Vault, tweaking Vault, replicating Vault, customizing Vault. Mostly the Vault professional stuff. And I'm self-employed as well, so I do it on like a consultant basis. Right, so for the fan blades, I'm never going to get the exact shape and size of these fans. So I think I'm alright to do a guesstimate here. And it's fucking dark as well. Looking at these black fan blades in the dark, I'm struggling to see like the profiles. Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought. Oh, hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, shit. That extrusion there needs to be a new solid, because that has to spin independently of everything else. So that needs to be its own body. Right, so we've got the bottom section here. So the fan bottom. Bottom, he said bottom. And then the fan top. And then what's this? Oh, that's the derived part. I'll delete that anyway. Am I done with that? I think I'm done with that now. Of course, when I delete this, it's going to kick off and be like, oh, the projected geometry has been deleted. Oh, fuck you. Can I just turn it off? I'll just make it invisible. I know, I'll do. Right, save incoming. Unable to connect to chat, please try again later. What? What? Oh, a minute, I'm going to have to refresh this. Am I still... Oh, I better still be streaming. I am. Dropped 120 frames though. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. It's because I logged into a different channel. Bummer. That'll explain it. Oh, a minute. I need to bring my video, my live streaming dashboard back up. Yeah, when I showed you the picture of the car, that was a video I uploaded to a different channel which only has one video. And then when I did that, I had to log into that channel and it screwed up my chat. So that's a thing. That happened. I clearly need to go freelance. It's good money. It is good money, but you compromise and you sacrifice job security. You'd work and live in 6 months to the next. You don't know if you're going to be in a job 6 months in the future. It's you don't get holidays, you don't get sick pay, you don't get pensions, you don't get any kind of benefits that you get as a staff. But as long as you get a good hourly or a day rate, then that extra money can make up for some of that. But there are times when, you just think it would be nice if I could just take a holiday. Because when you're self-employed, you take a holiday, you just don't get paid. And then there's all the tax, the accountants doing tax returns and stuff. There's a lot to it. How the shit am I gonna do this? Let's do right. So to get this fan blade, I'm gonna have to possibly do a couple of fuck ups before I get to the right, or not the right. There is no right way of doing this, but to get the one that I'm happy with, that works. Vault the software, vault the compartments, vault the software. Autodesk Vault. Autodesk Vault is their data management program. It runs on Microsoft SQL, connects over IIS, server component, client component, check in, check out, that stuff. It looks intimidating. Vault is intimidating, and it can be an absolute disaster if implemented wrong, which is where people like me come in. Do it right. What am I doing? Curve on face. Right, let's see what happens. What tends to happen with Vault is somebody internally will try and install it themselves, and they'll think, oh, this isn't too hard. They'll do it, and they'll do it wrong. They don't want to admit they've done it wrong. They don't want to acknowledge they've done it wrong, but they'll do it wrong. Vault then does not work. And then they assume that it's Vault that's shit. And Vault just doesn't work. Flat out doesn't work. Whereas Vault does work. It's still shit, but it does work. Just normally doesn't work the way you want it to work, which is not ideal. This is horrible. Oh no. Can I get away with that, can I? I don't think so. Is this a spline? Does it have handles? No. It's like a pickle. not sure I can get away with that, like. Waiting for us to notice that bit is the hub. What? Which bit's the hub? What are you talking about? No, I'm on the right bit, man. Are you winding us up? Or am I reading a message from ages ago? Not noticed any drop. Nope, everything should be fine. Sorry, I'm miles behind on the chat. I want to become a consultant, but those jobs are hard to come by. Yes, they are. Yeah. I was lucky. I just found a job with a company in England, and then I've used them ever since. And that's why you charge a shitload of money, because there's few people who do this and want to do this. Always a good thing if the person who depends on a product and therefore knows it extremely well says it's shit. What Roger says, it's shit if it's not installed properly. And it's... Actually, I did say it was shit. It's not shit. It does a job. It does its job, but it has a lot of problems. And those problems are entirely avoidable if Autodesk just put a bit more development into it. If they just put a bit more investment into it and listened to their users and their experts, it could be a lot better. But it does the job. It just can be extremely frustrating to use, even when it's installed properly. I'll give you an example. And this isn't really Vault being, improper or not working. It's just an example of Vault not suiting people's needs. So you've got the ECOs, which are engineering change orders, and you can set up lists. So in a company, you'd have a group of people in a team, and when something in the company gets changed, you'd raise a change notice, and then that change notice needs to be assigned to a group of people who have different roles within the change. Someone does the work, someone approves the work, someone signs it off. Sometimes it can be all one person that does all those things, or it can be 6 people or 10 people or 20 people. And what you want to happen is when the change gets to the end of its process and the change is done, it's finished, it's then signed off. Almost in every single situation, regardless of what company you're in, when you've finished a change, you need to tell somebody else in another department that the change is finished. That could be someone on the shop floor, it could just be some guy working on the shop floor in a shed, or it could be one of the production managers, it could be, procurement, it could be a project manager who needs to plan, what to do with the stock that's been changed. Is the $100,000 worth of stock left on the shop floor? What are you going to do with that? Because you've just changed it on the next design, on the next revision. Someone else needs to be told that something's changed. So within Vault, you can set up emails to trigger an email to somebody to tell them that something's finished. It sounds like a great idea, except that email that Vault creates to send off to that other person is absolutely useless. There's no information in the email. It doesn't tell that person what's changed. It doesn't tell them what the part number is. It just says, "Oi, here's an email. Oi, something's changed. Click this hyperlink to open Vault, take a Vault license, go hunting for it, and find out what that change is." When Vault could just have that information in the email. It makes sense to just have an email saying part number 1234 has changed. It's now at revision B. Here's a thumbnail of it, or here's the new PDF or something like that. That's possible to have in an email, but Vault just doesn't do it. Every company wants that to happen, but Vault just doesn't do it. And you have to then source in a programmer to write a program to do it. And literally everybody does that. And Autodesk just I don't even know if they know people do that, or they know that their software is just inadequate in certain areas. But it always gets to that. As a consultant, I always talk someone through the change order process, and I always, every single time, get asked the question, can we change that email template? Every single customer says that, and the answer is always, no. Oh, you can't. You have to spend X thousands of dollars, pounds to get a program that will do it. Anyway, it's, that's kind of a thing. Right, I haven't even thought about how I'm going to do this. Can I do a plain? Right, fan blades, length approximately 30. Hang on a minute. Let's call it 35. Because I have a plan. A cunning plan. More cunning than a fox. He's just been appointed lecturer of cunning at Oxford University. Yes, I know, I've just ripped that off a TV program. Scale. Ah, son of a bitch. Can I break that link? Break the link, break the link, break the link. Right, can I now scale you? Yes. Base point. There. Scale factor. 1.2. 1.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1.9. Geometry cannot be scaled. Why not? Why not? Really? Really? What do you... Oh, just reading back to the chat. Okay. Why can't I scale this? Right, let's try that. Let's do a window select. Scale there. 1.9. Well, that's thrown a spanner in my plans. I was kind of hoping that would work. Relax. Always. Break. Always. Ah. Okay, different approach. Just throw enough shit at it and see what sticks, as they say. Right. Okay, we're gonna have to just delete. And we're going to work plane on there. There we go. And then we're going to sketch. So 35, didn't I? Will you work? Oh, hello, sis. Never used this before. Whoa. Okay. Wasn't expecting that to happen. Never used that before. Rotate. Out there. Whoa. Shit. One's probably a bit thick. Pickle design. Pickle design tool. I like it. Right. So, where am I going with this? Project. Curves. Project at the closest point. Wrap the surface. Project along a vector. Project along a vector? I don't know. This could work. Possibly, maybe. So I want to do another sketch on there. And then break link, and then scale. Come on, scale this time. You know you want to. Woo! It's possibly a bit too thick. No. 0.8. Where are you gone? Where are you gone down there for? Oh shit. I keep pressing escape. On the Alienware keyboard, next to escape, like, no, on most keyboards, escape is the most top left button. On this one, there's a fucking set of macro buttons, and I keep hitting them. It changes the lighting on the keyboard, and it gives a... Oh, man. Oh, why is there not a point there? Oh, and that's not bloody tangential either. Are you tangential? Nope. Are you tangential? Nope. Okay, you are now. Right, project. That. And then there. Oh, really? What is going on? What is going on, man? Did I not put a dimension between those two? I did. 0.8. Where's 0.8 gone? Oh, there he is. I think it still needs to be 0.5. I don't think it gets thicker. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. What the hell? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Wiggly worm. 10.8. Okay. Can we just do this now? I need to make them construction lines. Did I just not click construction line? Really? Oh, you're in a different sketch, aren't you? That's why. Nutsack. Why can't I make these two? Why have they just become out of sync? Oh, at this point I don't care. Right. Now, oh, fucking hell, looks like a big fan, doesn't it? How do I get the curve between there and there? So if I just loft like straight as the crow flies, from there, this is going to have to be a surface to start with. That looks ridiculous. It needs a bend in it. And that outer fan blade looks too small. Should be about 18 in length. 18. And it's currently 6.4. Hang on a minute. No, that's 18, it's 18. This is gonna warp massively. What the Jesus, what the hell? Be careful, it becomes easy for shit to hit it. I just don't even know what to say to that. Just what is that? Alright. Alright. Fun's over. Fun's over. Yeah, I'm gonna start this one again. But first, turn all that construction lines because it's getting on me wick. Right. We're gonna go. Right. That's about there. It's not even in line, is it? It needs to be offset slightly. About here. 18 mil. Oh, turn it in, man. It's not even that big. Let's say about there. And then offset that by 5. Right. And then this is never gonna work. What the fuck? What am I doing? What am I doing? That's not gonna work. Mantis, what is the best way to learn Inventor? I've got a few years experience with AutoCAD and want to learn Inventor too. Get it and use it is the best way to learn it. The way I learned it was I got it and then I modelled my laptop that I was using it on. Model the laptop, or if you're using it on a desktop, model your PC case. Model your keyboard. You'll not have a clue where to start. So go to my video called How to Learn Inventor in Under an Hour. and start from there. It's the best way to learn. Why did you have abandoned Mr. Pickle? Because he was getting me nerves. But Mr. Cucumber's back. The rad's fixed, so it could only make the 18 mils segment of that. Neil, would you have a video of this session on YouTube later on? I cannot imagine why anyone would want to watch this back. Yes, it will be going on YouTube. It automatically gets put on YouTube when the stream goes down. In fact, because this is the second half, because I disconnected it to change the quality, there'll be 2 going up. But yes, it goes up automatically. I just need to bend it. I'm going to loft it. It needs to bend. So I need a path. How do I get a path? Can I do a plane? There. There. Why is this not lofted now? Surface. There. This just doesn't want to loft at all now. No. Why doesn't this want to loft from there to there? Oh, come on. Hang on a minute. What about if I try a different approach? What about... what happens if I do this? And then taper. -5. The fuck? No. Hang on a minute. Because the 3D sketches wrap the cylinder. Well, yeah, but it still should have lofted a surface to there. Like an as the crow flies surface. I wonder if this is going to work. Or is that too... maybe I don't. Hang on a minute. Okay. Well, for a start, it's not pickle shaped. It should not be pickle shaped, but I think I know where I might be going with this now. However, if I delete this, it's going to delete my line. What about if we just... Can I just arc out from there? Right there. Because the fan blade obviously comes to a point, because it's a fan blade. It's not pickle shaped. Let's do something like this. Oh shit. Oh shit. Something like that. And then trim that. No. That looks ridiculous. That's kind of fan bladey looking, innit? Innit, bruh? Bruh. Right. Sweep that. That. And then twist. I don't want to taper it, I just want to twist it. Oh shit, didn't want to do that. Path, twist, first 25. And then join that. Right. And then I think what I need to do then is shit. Nah. No, I thought I knew where I was going with this, but this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Could I move the path up? Yes. Yes, I suppose I could. Let's try that. Let's try moving the path up. Oh, it needs to be more than the path. It needs to be that. Oh shit, that. Nah. Oh, I mean, bloody objects are starting to vanish now. No, it's back. No, I need to have a think about the fan blade. Yeah, I need to have a think about it. I'm gonna soz ma Madonna. I'm gonna knock this on the head for tonight, and I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow, where I'm hopefully gonna have some inspiration. I'm gonna have a eureka moment, because right now I'm tired and my brain stopped working. I'm still thinking that should be a loft. It needs to be lofted rather than swept. But it still should have lofted. I know that's a 3D sketch, but it still should have lofted. There, see, that's lofting now. And my path's gone. Where's my goddamn path gone? Did I delete that path? The fuck? Oh, I don't know. Let's try that. Left. Is this gonna work? Nope. Oh, might do. Yeah, it was. No, that's how I'm going to do it. That's how the fan is going to get done. It's going to be a loft from one profile here to a 3D sketch on there with the rail. So that's how it's going to be done. But it needs to look a lot better than that. That looks really shit. I think the fan blade, this profile here needs to be more accurate. Also, another thing I'm going to do is the end of the fan blade needs to be circular. So I'm going to do something like this. I don't know, something like that. And then extrude that as a cut through all like that. So you get a round circular edge on the fan. But I mean, that's shit. It looks too thin. Yeah, it needs to be fatter at the bottom. So we're nearly there. Nearly there. Nice if you could check the logos before you leave today. I'll just have a quick look then. And someone jumped in and said, what am I making? I'm making graphics. I'm not making anything. I'm just modeling a graphics card. Let's see what you've got there. Black. 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 I'll have to open them up in a different program. They look pretty sweet, mate. Thank you very much for those. Thank you very much. Ironically, though, annoyingly for user, I'm considering changing the logo that I'm using for TFI. So, right, okay, but CAD's over for one day. We're done with CAD. At least we got a fan blade done, didn't we? We got a fan blade done, so that's the process I'm going to use. I just need to tweak this. That maybe needs to be moved a little bit, elongated a bit, fattened up a little bit, but that's how I'm going to do it. Loft to loft, path, patches, sculpt, cut. So we'll get it down tomorrow probably. Anyway, so yeah, for the logos, they look sweet. They look really good, but I'm changing the. I'm gonna have to change the company logo the channel logo, because I ripped this off Autodesk. I ripped this off the Autodesk Elite thing. If I can find a picture of the Autodesk Elite thing. Right, that's the Autodesk Expert Elite corporate branding thing that they put, and then they've got Autodesk Expert Elite written down here. So I took that and then I sort of made it black and then put a circle around it, but it's still a rip off of the Autodesk Expert Elite. What the fuck's it called? Symbol thing. And I don't know how much longer I can get away with that for, so I'm considering changing that anyway. But they look sweet. I'll use those definitely. So thank you very much for those. They look awesome. They look awesome. The ones you have in your intro and stuff are so pixely. Yeah, I know. The thing is though, because I have different coloured backgrounds, sometimes that thingy has to be black, sometimes the thingy has to be white. So I end up putting it in Word and then changing the colour, and it gets magnified, then it gets made smaller and stuff. Yeah, it just breaks up. But I'm considered changing it. To what though? I don't know. The channel's still going to be TFI. It's always going to be TFI now, but I've got nothing in mind at the moment. It's just it's one of those things that's on the to-do list, but not necessarily anytime soon. You've got the SVG file, sweet. Thank you very much. So, Jesus Christ, I'm over 3 hours and 44 minutes, man. I'm impressed with you lot, like, for staying this long. Do enjoy a bit of streamage. So, I was just about to say, bit of a bad experience with YouTube tonight because of the drop frames and stuff, but I don't think that's YouTube's fault. That's probably Hotel Internet's fault. And my PC. Not that there's anything wrong with my PC. It's one of the best laptops you can buy. But it is what it is. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go on to Twitch tomorrow or stay on YouTube. But we had a good turnout. I think it was like over 70 people at one point, wasn't it? That was pretty good. But I'll be back on tomorrow. So with that, I will say thank you very much again to everybody that did donate tonight. I had a couple of people chip in. A few people subscribe. Always appreciated. Legends. Absolute legends. Please record the process. It's going to get automatically uploaded. Almost triple figures at one point, didn't I? Jesus Christ. See, if that's on Twitch, that's like near a few more triple figures, and then you've nearly got yourself a sub button. No problem here. Keep it on YouTube. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's automatically going to go on YouTube as soon as I finish. YouTube processes it and then puts it up. So, alright. Thank you very much, guys. I'll sign off now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Probably about the same time, about 7:30 English time. Maybe 8 o'clock English time. Right. Yeah. Well then, I'll put a YouTube video up anyway. If I do go on Twitch, which I probably won't, it'll probably be on YouTube. But I'll put one of those. What was it called? Things about go live warning video type thing. Anyway, my brain's failing. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.